We are told about 1750 the land on the Santee River was considered the garden spot of the world. Summers were healthy for the families that lived right on the very banks of the river. But as more and more the land was cleared upstream, floods became more frequent and fevers began to take a heavy toll. The primary crops were rice and indigo, both requiring water impoundments. Little did the planters realize that the water reservoirs were the source of the mosquitoes, which in turn were the carriers of the malaria disease. However, it was observed that the pine barrens afforded a healthy environment during the sickly season. Their families were located to a healthy area, and the planter was still close enough to check on the daily operations on the plantation. During the 17th century, planters would pack up their families, their servants, their household effects, and move to a pineland village and remain there until the first frost. Pineville was located within the parish of St. Stephen's and was established in 1794. The Pineland village of Pineville was a summer retreat for the wealthy planters along the river, who desired more healthy accommodations away from the swamps on their plantations. It survived for near 60 years before being burned by the Union troops in April of 1865. At that time, there were as many as 100 buildings, and the village included a racetrack, an academy, a library, churches, and residences. Central to the village of Pineville was the Pineville Chapel. The chapel was constructed in 1810 as a chapel of ease of the parish of St. Stephen. The chapel exhibits a simple but a refined architectural detail. The prominent bell tower is one of those significant details. The building has seen very little alteration since the time of construction. The chapel is of heavy timber construction with excellent craftsmanship and joinery. The congregation practiced the Episcopal liturgy, but was not officially associated with the South Carolina Diocese until 1845. The building has two principal entrances. The interior is simple detailed and retains the original altar, pews, and pulpit. The pulpit exhibits a delicate carving with round arched panels.